all your questions. I'm up in the sky. Oh, thank you so much for that blunt. Hold on, let me hit that shit.
Brandon, are you just now discovering Margaret?
Nobody ever showed me.
I'm feeling.
Hey, while we're here,
God here taking your questions.
We are live.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Mike.
We're live.
I know.
What?
We're live.
Sorry.
Oh, I was trying to do my things for the calls because I did it. I silenced it, and then it kept coming back. Didn't work. So I have my system preferences up. What do I?
I'm gonna get rid of this guy.
I had to go through it's notifications, right?
Isn't it notifications, John?
Turn on do not disturb notification.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it says turn off do not disturb from blank when the display is sleeping, when mirroring to TVs and projectors. When do not. No, I don't want to allow calls. I'm just going to change this then and make sure, at least for the time.
This is the kind of excitement people should get hyped for the season finale. Season finale.
Oh!
Woo! Shit's about to get real. Oh, the Natty Light is back.
Oh, I gotta go. I forgot. I didn't get my beer. I need my beer. Crap, this
Tony
whole
hooked it
thing
up
is
with
set up.
Grapefruit gose from Birdfish.
Birdfish, my
good.
butt.
What up, dude? How have you been, John?
The Bakersfield Gentleman. Yo, yo, yo. Who is that? Is that who you're talking to, Tone? Tone.
No, I think it's John Heim.
Tony, can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I was like, is mine? Oh, all right.
So I was gonna for tonight, for being a special evening, I was gonna do shots of my own whiskey, but it's like 125, man. It's gonna take me out so quick. So
it could be a short season finale.
Right, 10 minutes in, I'm already
I'm sad that Joe Sharma couldn't be
Brandon,
here.
this is the. Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's not here. Joe Sharmer's not here for the season finale?
No, he had something else going on. I messaged a whole bunch of people because I was like, God.
Your mic's not working.
Terrible.
I'm moving.
Because
there is.
All right,
I'm blaming Tony's internet because it was not cooperating.
Tony, are you at the house or at the shop?
I'm in my new office.
How come Zach's so dark? Where's he?
He's in the
smoking room.
He's in the sunroom.
Smoking room.
Smoke.
I take it it's colder, or you just want to go all dark.
The smoking room.
I'd go all dark.
Yeah.
The Sanctum Sanctorum. He's like Doctor Strange. He's wearing the cloak of mystery.
Although, you know what the funny thing is, the lighting is better here than it is outside on my patio.
What up, Dennis?
You could turn on the above light if you really wanted to.
I'm back. I like the look of that. I will check that out, Tone. So guys, when we are ready, here's the plan. I know we're already live. People are in the pre-show right now. We're live.
Dennis,
but we have
Jeremy.
we have not officially begun yet. But when we do,
let me spruce up.
Yeah, when I'm thinking I'm gonna just post the link into the lobby right in the chat, and people can jump in.
But they still have to go in the waiting room, right?
They still got to go to the waiting room, and they got to
green room. We need to call it the green room. We need to be more professional. We're having a season finale.
Yeah.
Okay, the green room. All right.
Yeah, we have M&Ms in there, and juice boxes,
Did you know? Here's an interesting story.
diet
I
juice
was-
boxes.
So
Sorry.
do you know the history of the rider, right? Is kind of like the brown M&Ms thing was a Van Halen thing.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know the reason why they did that? And it wasn't out of like, it wasn't because they were snobbish and they only wanted brown M&Ms. It was because during those times they had like a bunch of fireworks and explosions and stuff all over the stage, and a couple of people almost died. So Van Halen concocted this crazy rider, and if they saw that there was just brown M&Ms, they knew that the people putting on the show had put a significant amount of time and energy into reading the rider to make sure that they were safe.
Yeah.
They're professionals.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it became okay. Have you ever gone down the list of like amazing things bands have asked for and just
Yes.
outrageous and outlandish? So my favorite, nothing has trumped it so far. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones. Like even like Christina Aguilera has cool ones, and like, but I'm totally what is the name of that band? Flaming Lips. The Flaming Lips in their rider have had it written in where they get kiddie pools filled with Cheese Whiz.
What?
Exactly.
Jesus.
And like, I think to have like, instead of mud wrestling, Cheese Whiz fights. And it's not a continual thing, but they have requested that and gotten that. And I'm like, that's just like, absolutely hilarious.
Jeremy, what crazy thing would you put in your rider if your band was at that level?
Probably I would definitely want Jelly Bellies, but this is not to joke. I just love Jelly Bellies. And I would have them get rid of all the popcorn ones because I don't like the popcorn flavor at all, or the caramel popcorn, even though I love popcorn. I don't want a candy that tastes like popcorn. I would probably do something like there's got to be like 6 midgets wearing superhero outfits that must like, carrying around chip platters and stuff. Like, I don't know.
I'm pretty
like,
sure that was in your rider for the trade show.
Are you sure it wasn't?
I remember.
Fernando's?
Jeremy was like, I will not attend the trade show unless.
yeah.
All of my shrimp cocktails are handed to me by small people in
So-
superhero costumes.
I
told
mean,
you-
something like that. I don't know.
Brandon, I told you the story about how I used to be the chairman of concert board when I was in college, right? Did I ever tell you that?
You always have these stories where you're like, Brandon, I've told you about this. I'm like, I have not heard this.
It must be my other boyfriend.
You should tell.
He told me. Shh.
I know.
Ooh. So before we start, I'll tell this little story before we start.
You
show.
guys
So-
just keep
All
it
right.
superficial. Tony and I go deep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I get this. So we have a welcome back show every year, and at the college. And this particular year, we were really tight on budget, so we had I booked Hoobastank and Phantom Planet to come for our coming back show.
Shut the fuck up.
Did Hoobastank pay you to play?
They should have. So the first part of the story is we get the rider, and in the rider they wanted 200. Well, I'll tell you about that whole situation. Well, you already know that situation, but in the rider was a real human skull and 100 pairs of white socks for Hoobastank. So we had to like bribe the like anthropology department to buy this human skull so that we could have this welcome back show. Anyway, so Hoobastank shows up, Phantom Planet shows up, and there's like an hour before they're supposed to go on. So Phantom Planet is opening for Hoobastank. So
Should be the other way around.
Yeah, I was about to say the same
Right.
thing. I would.
But it was 2004, so that was
That was the height of stank.
So the lead singer
of
goes to
thing.
me. He goes, I can't go on stage. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't have my like color Game Boy. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I can't perform unless I have a color Game Boy. It was in the rider and you guys missed it. So I'm like, all right. It's like, where am I going to get this color Game Boy? So I drive the lead singer of Hoobastank to Walmart in
This
Oxford,
is-
Ohio. Okay, so this is the
nuts.
demographic. This is the demographic of Hoobastank listeners, right? It's the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
It's so
Nickelback
true.
and Hoobastank, right? So we get to Walmart.
He just wanted someone to recognize him.
Well, yeah. So we get to Walmart, and the Game Boy's like locked behind the glass, and this lady comes up to him, and she doesn't like realize who he is at first, and she is like, "How can I help you, sir?" And he's like, "I need that Game Boy Color and some games or whatever." And then she like goes to unlock the cabinet, like turns around, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you blah 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 from Hoobastank?" And he's like, "Yes." And so she's like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." And this is like right when cell phone cameras came out. I don't even think they were out yet. So she's like, "We have to get a picture and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Lady, like, we got to go. It's like he's going to be on. Like, you can come up to the thing. It's 15 minutes away, but we got to go." Then all of a sudden, there's a crowd of people around him, and I have to like drag the lead singer of Hoobastank out of the Walmart in Oxford, Ohio. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. You can play the intro, and I'll finish it.
Wait, why don't you finish the story and then we'll start the show?
Okay,
This is pre-show story time.
pre-show story time. All right,
Pre-show
so
shenanigans.
I didn't want to be late, you know.
It's all right. That's all right.
So we get back to the venue, and they go on, and it's in like an amphitheater. So there's like a couple stairs up to the stage, and I'm sitting on like the last part of the steps. So like right in the front, but in the corner, like of this amphitheater. And all of a sudden, they start playing like the do 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 that thing, and this kid crowd surfs up to the front of the thing, where the fence is, and I'm right behind the fence. So like the bouncers grab him, they start pulling him off, and I have like the staff, like, because I was the chairman, so I have like a chairman thing on my lanyard, and he's like, hey man, he's like, "This is me and my girl's favorite song. I want to propose to her during the song."
Oh, Christ.
And I'm like, fuck the lead singer of Hoobastank. This kid's going up there, and they were doing like this live like DVD tour. So he gets up there, and the lead singer of Hoobastank is like appalled by this, right? And he's singing, but I could look at him, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got you back, you fucker." So
for the Game Boy, I got you back for that Game Boy trip.
the kid's like, give me a mic. So I grabbed him a mic and I gave it to him. And while the guy's singing the song, he interrupts him, and he's like, Becky, I fucking love you, Becky. And the guy's like losing his mind, but the band's still like playing like the do 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 thing, right? He's like, "Becky, you know this is our fucking jam. It's Hoobastank. Becky, get up here." And everybody starts going wild, and she crowd surfs up to the front. So I let her go up there, right? So she's up there, and obviously Brad or Chad or Todd or somebody is like,
Chad or Todd.
He's like, he gets down on one knee, and he's like, "Becky, will you fucking marry me, Becky?" And she's like, "Oh my God, yeah." And then the lead singer's like, foot on monitor in their face, like screaming, "The reason is you," right? Like, and he's singing the song, and they just start making out on stage. He rips off his tank top. She's fucking crying everywhere. And it made it into the World Tour Hoobastank DVD. So if you ever get your hands on it, you will find Becky getting proposed to.
Was that
If
one
you're
of the
trying to-
DVDs that you had in
Yeah.
that bin, Tony?
It may have been.
If you're trying to find it, go to your local Salvation Army. It's next to all the Hallmark videos that have been. Let's start it.
For God, let's start the show.
1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 1 shot, 2 shots, 1 shot.
Hello. Welcome to the
Hello.
season finale of
Season
Four
finale.
Shots with Tony and Jeremy. I am Tony. To my
I am Jeremy.
left, is that right? To my right?
I'm on your right on my screen.
Well, you're on my right on my screen.
Huh.
Silly. Zach's below me.
Hello.
Zach's sitting there just like, like he's gonna murder someone.
Below
No,
me.
it's cold in Ohio.
So, what do we got today, Jeremy? We have a special episode in store. Brandon has cooked something up interesting for our season finale. By the way, we're going to take a week off next week. I know you guys are very concerned about that, but
Yeah.
we are to take a break. All these Tuesdays of us drinking has provided significant weight gain and mild depression.
Mm.
But we are taking a week off, but we'll be back the following week for another special episode.
Very special.
season
It's like an
2.
in between.
Mm.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
season 2, episode 0.5-ish, maybe. So
Yeah, it's like Naked Gun, 1.5 or 2.5. Like it's like it's a special,
It's a special
Like-
special.
like
like
a
Star
Tuesday
Wars
night
holiday special.
Tuesday night special.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Like
let you
all-
know more about that when it gets closer.
stay tuned. And speaking of, you guys can find out what we have in store on our Facebook page, 4 Shots with Tony and Jeremy, our Instagram page, 4 Shots with Tony and Jeremy. Also, give us a share for our live stream tonight if you wouldn't mind. Do some
that
shots with
share.
us.
Yeah.
Well, we need to start with a shot and then get into it, right?
We do.
talk
We
about
do.
All right. What are you
Do it.
drinking?
I'm doing the shots tonight with you guys. I don't do them
Nice.
normally, but tonight's the season finale.
So I found this in my cupboard. I don't know. I know it's a whiskey. We're gonna drink it.
All right. Very
Tony,
good.
what do you- Tony,
I
is it
don't-
Tito's or rye?
I'm drinking Tito's and a very, very special gift. Natural Light.
Natty.
Yeah.
Well, friends, to a first season and to many more shots to tonight.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Shot number 1.
It's a good way to
That's
start the
not
night.
very good whiskey.
Mm.
Whatever, it'll do.
That
Oh.
dog.
Oh, can I
What is
let
this?
everybody know real quick, while we've
Shooting 100 proof.
I put the link to join us. It is in the chat. It is already there. And people, I'm putting it on it's on the Facebook. I'm putting it in the YouTube chat right now for those who are watching along on YouTube. So if people want to come on, we are going to be taking all comers for tonight.
Where'd Tony go?
I don't know. He just pieced out. I'm gonna.
Irish goodbye. You guys.
Yeah.
talking about it.
He's back. Oh, he's
He
back.
was like, "I'm done with the show. Bye, guys."
Yeah. Season 1, I'm out.
Also-
no, the door was like the door. had
Also,
blown
we
wide
should
open.
shout out. We should shout out to our man Tommy because he's recovering from coronavirus, so he is not
Oh,
getting to drink or smoke. Unfortunately, tonight.
who's that?
He works with Down and Back, and he is a friend. He is a firefighter and broker.
And he also works at a shop in St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Grand Cru Cigars. Our
Yeah.
friend Jimmy James Turner.
There she is.
Jennifer's in the chat, guys.
She has arrived.
Welcome.
That's
We're in
arrived.
But
So-
we're in trouble.
yeah. Go ahead. Jen.
Shall I? Well, we have our fresh hit, but let's go through. And you want to do our just get the
Yeah,
stuff out that we normally do.
yeah.
That you do, Tony.
We're gonna do fresh. We're gonna do fresh shit, but after fresh shit is when we're gonna start take the all comers.
We're going to start taking comers.
Right?
That was
I guess.
sounded really bad.
Also-
Sorry.
Also, I'm sure that Brandon is going to drop that link in chat multiple times throughout the night.
Yes,
So
I will
everybody
keep
can
dropping
follow.
it.
Yeah. So the point of it, right, is tonight is an interactive night. So if you've been on the show or have not been on the show and you'd like to, if you're revisiting us, we would love you to come on. And if you haven't been, and what we would kind of like for a frame of mind, what we're looking for is why don't you come on and tell us something you have loved about our show, or that we can improve, or something that you hate about our show. We don't really care. Just bring us wherever you're at, and whatever you want to tell us. We do want to continue to modify this and grow this and make our content entertaining, as well as just fun and like some educational. So yeah,
some not so educational.
No,
I would also like to hear from everybody in the tradition as has become from you guys, the thing that clicked for them to get them into cigars or whatever. The question you guys always ask your guests.
We only have 5 minutes though.
5 minutes.
This is the thing. We are holding you to a 5-minute counter. So if you go down that rabbit hole, then you're probably not going to get a question in.
Yeah.
So you can just for food for thought.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I don't know. Let's do some fresh shit.
All right.
That is one big pile of shit.
I don't feel so good.
The mother rhino is giving birth.
Its wrapper is a piece of the original U.S. Constitution.
Coming out of me like lava.
At the rate you're carrying on, that's a small fortune going up in smoke.
Well, I like smoking.
Well, you're really doing it, aren't you? You're just shitting in the street.
Hello.
That was so bad. I'm just sitting here like, oh, real quick doing something, and my bad.
It's because we're so wildly popular that we're answering all of our fans' questions on our cell phones and not looking at pornography. What?
That wouldn't be good to be doing on the show.
Let's do another shot. Let's get loose here. Come on.
Let's do it. I mean, this is 100 proof, so it's not going to take that long, but let's do it.
Gotcha. Go.
Shot number 2.
2 for my friends and
Cheers,
one more.
So, Jeremy, fresh shit. What do you got?
So we both had a big week. I mean, I'm glad you're going second because you're just a little more in depth. But for me, Sunday was a very special day. My daughter turned 18. And so like that's it kind of made me feel dated and old, but kind of proud at the same time. And then kind of sad because I was like, she's not self-sufficient. And like all these like emotions like came in at once.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's such a big like birthday, like it's crazy because I moved out like 2 months after I turned 18 and never came back. Right. And then like she ain't moving out.
You can't imagine her doing the same thing right now.
No.
But you have a designated driver. That's good.
She doesn't drive.
What? 18 and doesn't drive?
Don't get me started.
Oh, I like seeing Dad Jeremy. Dad Jeremy.
Yeah,
That happened to me and Jeremy on the phone last night.
Yeah.
So this isn't my fresh shit, but last night when we were talking about the show for tonight. At one point, I was driving home, talking to him, and I was taking my daughters back from Tony's new house. They were there with me when we were moving Tony in, and then the whole way they're like chirping in the background. Jeremy and I are trying to figure out the name for this week's episode, and they're throwing out suggestions. They're pitching me on names. They're like, "Call it Free Shot, call it Open Shot." Like they were trying to pitch their ideas in on the show. And I'm telling them, like, no, it's okay. You guys got to go to bed. You got to brush your teeth. And then on the way back to Tony's house with a drill that I had to bring him, Jeremy is talking to his kid that was getting out of school. And he's like, you can have 5 minutes of iPad time. Then when you're off the tablet, then you can do your homework. Oh, you don't have okay. If you're not doing homework, then you can get on the. I don't care. Just fucking get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I eventually was just like,
same thing was
I'm like, just get on the tablet. Just go ahead.
Yeah, you broke. Just be on the tablet till I get off this phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I went through the same thing with Zach today. You know, it's hard to have a child in your house.
It's like you have a kid around.
So yeah, man. I mean, like it's a it's like you only have that once, so that's a big deal, and I'm happy for her. And
let's
it's
do a
cool.
shot for Penny. Let her know. Brandon, this is your first time. We got to get you broken in.
You are not going to be well tonight. None of us will.
All right.
Shot number 3.
All right. Oh, Jennifer. Look at that comment.
Oh.
I didn't see it.
Here, I'll put it up on the thing.
There we go. Yeah. You're all buttoned up.
It's 15 minutes in.
Oh, I also I didn't know, or maybe I did know and I just forgot, but Zach reminded me that your live performance is on Spotify, Jeremy. Is that correct? The live show?
Yes. Yeah.
I got to listen to it tonight.
Yeah, please do, man. Louder is the roar. If you feel like listening to some of what I do when I'm not working, we did a live recording of some new songs because what are you going to do while you're in quarantine?
Hey, we got our first surprise guest on for tonight. He looks like he's driving in the car, so let's bring him on right now and hope he doesn't have an accident. Alexander Harding, everybody.
Oh boy.
What's up, my friend?
Alex, I watched the show Gotham. And have you ever watched the show Gotham?
No.
There's like a hitman on that show. His name is Victor Zsasz. And that is
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to let everyone know that you're Victor.
That he's a serial killer secretly?
He's an assassin. There's a difference.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Why are you calling us while you're driving?
Yeah, you're on the clock. You're down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds. What do you got for us?
Well, hot damn. I'm just calling you on the road just so that way we can get mine out of the way. I did miss my turn though, so that's cute. that was my favorite part. And now, this is great. Although it was less from you guys or me trying to log in as much as it was trying to light. Right now, I'm doing something kind of out of the ordinary. I'm smoking a Davidoff Mini Cigarillo Platinum.
Yum.
For the bougies.
I'm smoking Davidoff tonight.
Are you?
I'm smoking Tony off tonight.
Colorado.
Smoking Tony off tonight?
Alex,
I wish I could smoke Tony off. Jesus.
Oh.
This is the season finale. Holy fuck.
This is going to get censored. Alex, where are you?
But yeah. I'm in Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Well, Phoenix area.
Zach misses you very, very much.
I don't think I've ever seen you this casual.
I know, you're welcome.
Well, normally you're so snazzy.
Yeah,
today
I didn't do a tie or I didn't do a vest or anything today.
I feel like because the lighting, you need to grow your chops really big. Just have some mutton chops. And I'm picturing that look on you and I'm liking it.
Yeah. Although probably not with a vest and tie though.
Alex,
why not?
Who's your fashion hero, Alex? Who do you look up to? What's your fashion icon?
RuPaul?
Where do you get your inspiration from?
That's a great question. I get my inspiration from Arthur Shelby, Peaky Blinders.
Oh.
Yep, that's where it's at.
I thought you were going to say Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
It's a damn good show. It
is a great show. I love that show. I love when you sport the silk scarf, man. Like that to me is my favorite of the Alex looks.
Well, how about the ascot?
Oh, I remember the ascot. The ascot is phenomenal.
Yeah. That's nice.
So how are things at Christoph Cigars, my friend?
You know, things are good. We're doing some stuff. Speaking of fresh shit, we've earlier this year we released a a shop. It's not really a shop exclusive, but it's an event exclusive. It's called the JT Signature Series. For our national sales manager, Jared, he blended the cigar, and so it's a specific series that we released, and now we're opening it up to everybody. You know, so we're doing that. So when we're talking about fresh shit, that's nice and fresh. It's great. It's
a
great
real
blend.
fresh one.
It's a real fresh one.
Well, thanks for coming on the show and repping your stuff. That's the best.
It's too bad you're not like at home and like so that we could have a shot together, because I think it's like, even though Tony and I could do a shot and Brandon, but I think it needs to be communal, and I don't recommend it while you're driving. So if you get home and you want to do a shot, maybe you
I
can
will.
on.
Yeah, I'm going to catch up with you guys.
Come back,
But I tend to agree with you. I think that live streaming, drinking, and driving is probably not the best idea.
It's not good for your career.
Yeah.
Or
depends on what kind of career.
Yeah, well, it depends on what your career is, I think.
We got 55 seconds, Alex. You're about to close out.
All right, so some things that I love about the show. I mean, everything. Everything about the show is great.
Nice.
You guys have wonderful conversations. You have beautiful guests. You talk about real life stuff and very pertinent things to the industry. And the backstages are always fun, like the one we did last week.
Yeah, last week's backstage was pretty cool.
You were on,
Alex. You were on.
You guys don't remember?
You don't remember, Tony?
No, I don't either.
Oh my lord!
Hey.
Yeah, dude.
I remember. Tony came on for a second, and then Jen showed up, right, wearing buns in her hair. But I don't remember you, Alex. Sorry,
dude. It's,
3,
okay, so
2, 1,
right.
and oh.
See, that's going to be the best part when someone calls in.
That's it. That was all he had.
Oh my gosh, how funny is that? I didn't.
You guys don't remember that he was on the show,
dude.
No.
I don't remember. I'm trying to even remember who we had on the show. Who did we have on the show last week?
We had the guys from Bend.
Oh, that's why we got on. Of course.
guys
John and Cody and
yeah, I remember that now. And
that
we
was
we talked about. I remember talking about having like a party every week, and then I think I maybe died.
Yeah, well, when the backstage, Jennifer came on and Alex came on. Remember, Alex was on the shitter. That was the best part. Is that Alex?
Why didn't you put that in the teaser trailer?
I don't remember. I don't remember why I didn't, but it's always hard because I try to keep it short, like 30-second highlights. And those were funny stuff that came.
Well,
out.
I think for the intro on our 2 weeks off, we should get together and put some of the good moments from the show on season 1 in the intro.
Well, I was thinking about doing a also like a season 1 highlights, a little bit longer, and have just like at least one hit from every guest we've had, because we've had some good ones.
It's like the highlights reel. I like it.
Yeah. Tony, what's your fresh shit? We didn't get to you yet. I mean, are you taking what's going on?
Well, I mean, you obviously know because you were in attendance last evening.
Yeah. We gave a little sneak peek last night.
For those of the people that have been following us, I've been on a journey since August 27th for this house, and it's gone bananas. I had to go through land surveys, and they redid a bunch of stuff on the property, and it's. Being a businessman, it's very hard to get a mortgage because everything is tied up in the business, etc. But after a long time, 2 weeks.
I mean, we're going to be back after. We're only taking 1 week off.
Right. So not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Joe's in here. He just wanted to say hi. Hey, Joe.
Oh, he's dedicated. He's a dedicated fan.
Hey,
but
Joe.
Yeah, but where are you going with that gun in your hand? Right? Isn't that proper when you say, "Hey, Joe"? But yeah, so I moved in yesterday. Zach flew in from Tucson to help me on Monday, and Brandon and all my friends that are in town stopped over to help me pull some of the heavy stuff in, and we stayed here last night and drank too much, and that's it. Now we're here tonight and drinking too much.
Doing the same thing.
So,
You know, I'm a little disappointed that you're fresh it. I know you got a house, but you also got a super cool mug this week.
okay, so let me. I'm going to send these to Brandon. Jeremy sent some packages. While I send Jeremy or Brandon the what I got, maybe you can explain Baby Bellotto to our audience.
So, Baby Bellotto,
because the packages were addressed to Baby Bellotto. Just
yes,
keep everybody in the loop here.
So each week we have a Zoom conference with Down and Back, right? And it's a weekly check-in. Well, since I orchestrated it, I'm the admin on the account, and I realized that I could start changing people's names. Just how on this you see Tony Bellotto, Jeremy McDonald, Brandon, and so I started changing people's names without telling them, and most of them said things like, "I love Jeremy. Jeremy has a big penis. I have a small penis."
Classic jokes.
Just stuff, and then waited for them to recognize that their name had changed to such. Like Robert, our other owners, and for Tony's, because we were talking, since it was all kind of dick related, I was like, it's like his baby, and it's Baby Bellotto. So I changed it in his name because he's got a Baby Bellotto. And I think I private messaged him can you show me your Baby Bellotto? And it just stuck, at least with me.
Well, then it was a thing. Then you brought it on your coffee and cigars. And then once it was there, it kind of went viral. Then I was getting messages on Facebook about Baby Bellotto and when Baby Bellotto is going to come out and play.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It was.
I may have told people to reach out to Tony and talk to him about Baby Bellotto. I may have done that.
I mean, in our private sales meeting. There it is.
There we go.
Baby
Bellotto. That was your real address. That's
the address of the store. So they can send
okay.
me
I did. All right.
I was mailing bills anyways. It's not like I pay them.
Let's see. That was amazing. We got nice.
Okay, so Jeremy, why don't you tell the fine folks at home what you got me for? This is a birthday / housewarming present from Jeremy. This is what I have to deal with in my daily life.
He had told me, on the show, he was talking about, when we were talking about the collections, he was talking about pens. And I was trying to figure out something to get him for his birthday. And I was like, oh man, I remember those nudie pens when you could change, turn it upside down and their clothes came off. And I was like, well, I got to find him some of those. And I was like, well, I found a girl one, so I have to have the guy one to match for Tony. And then I found this cool vintage Playgirl cup, and I was like, I was trying to find the same thing, a mug that the clothes come off while you're doing it, but I couldn't find any guy ones, and that's what I wanted because I thought that would be way more funny than you drinking from a mug and then there's just boobs showing. That doesn't have humor to it.
Well,
the real humor on the cup is it says "This cup runneth over."
Well, listen, we have something serious concerning Baby Bellotto in the green room right now, because in the green room is Tony's baby mama. Ooh. And I think they have some questions to ask about Baby Bellotto.
We got to do a shot.
Oh, we're on? We're live?
Tony's baby mama. What is up?
I love it. What's up, man? How you doing?
Are you doing shots with us?
We're gonna do one.
Oh, you already know what's happening. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. I set the 5-minute timer.
Number 10.
Ooh,
10
nice.
high.
10
I have not had that.
Right. Listen, here's to Tony's new place.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers to your new place, man.
It's good to see you again, man. Thanks for
coming on. Good to see you guys too as well, man. Congrats.
Shot number 4.
It's in, and we're already at our titular episode.
So I was hoping the shot could be for Baby Bellotto to enjoying your new home, that he may cast his presence on every inch of your home.
Oh, he will.
Yes. And your home will be well protected. Don't worry about it. I got you.
The season finale is living up. We've had titty matchboxes. We've had guns. We've had somebody driving in their car. I mean, this has been like a Michael Bay film.
Well,
already.
if Alex was at home, there'd be guns also, and like deer heads and all kinds of random stuff. He was living in like a cabin in like the desert of Arizona or the mountains of Arizona or something. I think Zach, when he comes on, can be a little bit more elaborate. But he was like, Alex is, I'm pretty sure, a serial killer.
Is he Dexter? Is that what the rebooted
No,
Dexter is going to be? Is Alex?
No, Dexter plays both sides of the coin. I think
Mm.
Alex is
He's
just
home
a
now.
serial killer.
Yeah, he's home. He's commenting. So, Will, what's up, man? What do you got
Yeah.
for us?
I got some fresh shit for you guys. Want to hear some funny ass shit? This is like
Yeah.
serious. It's funny. So I have this friend, this female friend, who's a really nice girl, but she at a point in her life was promiscuous, and it's come back to haunt her. So she ended up getting pregnant and find out that she's having twins. So through this whole process,
Are you
she
talking
was
about
worried
being our
about-
baby? Because you're my
Yeah,
baby mom.
so, but this is the true story. This just happened like a few days ago because she just had the babies, I should say. So she was agonizing over who the baby daddy was between these two guys.
Oh man!
Right? So baby comes out, and neither baby daddy is there because her mother doesn't want any drama. So the mom is there. The kids pop out, and one's a redhead, and one's got black hair.
I didn't
One
do it.
looks like one dad, and one looks like the other dad.
Oh
Yo.
man!
So it's baby
God.
daddies.
Bro, it's like the craziest shit I've ever seen before, man. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, how the hell are you gonna explain this? Like, one kid's hair is carrot top, and the other kid hair is straight black, and I'm like, oh my god! Like, obviously, you're gonna be having 2 child support payments coming in. Yeah, bro. They said the room just went silent, bro, when the second kid came out. They were just like, what is going on right now? we're all freaked out.
Maybe it was like twins with like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
You know, like like the redhead got all the like
Sexiness.
Well, I mean, it's a redhead.
Right.
We have like
People know she had the baby and they're wishing her congrats, but she won't post any pictures on social media.
Oh, so she's gonna be this poor girl's gonna be embarrassed about her kids her whole life.
So she's gonna show up on Maury Povich.
Yeah.
Take the paternity
Like, who's
test.
the father?
Bring them on.
You guys better not do
the father.
You guys better not do a 23andMe because you'll get busted. My mother-in-law, who was adopted, just found her biological father after her like all these years searching. He lives in a trailer park in Florida. True story. And he is 86 years old. And they have just recently like made contact with each other, and like they talked on the phone the other day, and I'm like, I don't know if I lived my whole adult life and I found my and 23andMe showed up my biological father. I don't know if I'd want to talk. I don't know if I'd want to like call. Like I've lived my whole life. I'm good. I don't know if I need to catch up.
I met my actually biological father on my way to work when I was 15 years old.
What?
So,
You need to tell the story.
so my
There's only
mom-
13 seconds. Tell it quick.
My mom moved away when I was born, whatever. He would go to random towns every year and look for me. So one day I'm going to work. This guy comes up to me with a piece of paper and asks me if I know this woman. My grandmother's name's on this piece of paper. And I bring him to my grandmother's house, and she knows exactly who he is. When I open the door, I'm like, Grandma, this guy's here to see you. And it was my dad.
What?
Oh,
That's insane.
Oh,
and he hit 5 minutes.
That's
Dude, Will, that one. That's a story, man.
We're
that's
gonna
a
have to have
Hallmark-
Will back on the after show to follow up. I have follow-up questions.
Oh
Yes,
man,
100%.
thank you for.
Thank you, Will, for sharing that.
Will, you just wow.
That's like a cliffhanger to like.
Dude, I don't think. Oh man, you're so good. You're so good.
Actually, we probably could have. We should like see if we can reach out to them, and they probably show up right now.
I don't think so. When they hear the story about me and screwing this guy over. About
Look, man, they're the one with the name.
I don't have
Stank. Worst band name ever.
I don't in my drawer here. I don't have a Game Boy Color, but I do have a Game Boy Advanced. I don't know if it's.
Well, maybe we could tempt him.
You know, I wish that I could. You know, I got Pokemon Pokemon Crystal in there. That's for all you.
You know what I don't get, Tony?
What?
So, douchebag McGee, singer of Hoobastank, puts out as his writer to have a Game Boy.
Correct.
Didn't you get one at the last show, retard? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you're just like taking advantage. Like, he's probably reselling them on eBay. Because that's how he has to live, because Hoobastank ain't providing.
Well, we paid him a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, but you know who was nice? A nice guy was the guy that played Jason Schwartzman. Or I think
was he still the drummer when you guys had him?
Yeah. Is that his name? Jason?
Yeah,
not a Hoobastank.
Phantom Planet.
Phantom Planet, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Will.
Bottle Rocket.
To be continued in the after show. Yes.
Yeah, Jason, he's great, man. He's in all like Bottle Rocket and like, well, a ton of movies, but
respect, Alex. Pokemon Crystal.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was.
Let's take a shot.
So let's do a shot.
This is shot number 5
on the show called 4 Shots.
Yep.
Shot number 5.
Cheers.
This is to Will. We're taking an additional shot because we took the first shot for your house. This is for the most amazing story on how you met your pop.
Yeah.
What I'm curious is, are you still in contact with your pop, or was that a one-time meet? That's what I want to know after show.
Can we have a new segment called how you met your pop? That would be we'll have a new segment that's just how you met your pop.
So you know that show How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
So I watched it religiously for many years, and then I stopped watching it, and I never saw who the mother was, and I refuse to go back now and watch it.
I can actually tell you who the mother is.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to know now.
Right.
Now I'm like, I don't care who your mom is anymore. You know, like
I watched the show because I had a girlfriend that watched it. That's why.
No, it had funny moments. It was a fun show.
I honestly think that show was better than Friends. I would say it's better than Friends.
What's the worst show? I have a question, Jeremy. What's the worst show you watched because the girl you were in love with at the time, or maybe still are, like loved that show and you just were along for the ride? What's like the one that was the most difficult to get through?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
I was gonna say that, but
it's all dialogue. It's like shut up.
Well, Rory Gilmore is, I contend, one of the most self-obsessed, obnoxious, horrible characters to ever grace television screens. That's my hot take.
Yeah, it's like it, and then by far that show takes it because it's like no one actually talks like that. No one talks at such a fast pace where it's all perfectly placed and the dialogue is so perfectly scripted. It annoys the fuck out of me because no one talks like that. No. You know,
my ex made me. She's obsessed with Gilmore Girls, so that just happened. But the worst for me that she liked was This Is Us.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, it's a newer show on NBC, and it's about these 3 kids that their dad dies when they're young, and they're dealing with it when they're old.
That's a bad How I Met Your Pop situation.
That's the premise of the show. So the dad dies, and then the kids have to deal with it. One's like a drug addict actor. One's an overweight, like lounge singer. it's
painful.
It's in every episode. It's like I'm dealing with the death of my father, and then I'm like looking over and she's sobbing, and I'm like, what? Why are you crying?
It's the same as last week.
It's exactly the same thing that happened last week. Kevin is dealing with all of these emotional things about being a drug addict and like a very well-to-do actor, and I'm like, I can't relate to any of that because I'm none of that. So I don't care. Like, I'm sure he'll make it. I don't know.
I get it.
Like the guy meets his alcoholic uncle, and he's like the successful actor in one of the episodes, and he meets him, and he's like in this, like, oh, Juan can't sell. Juan, come on.
Juan, come on the show.
So
Juan, we're having anybody. It's a free for all night. You got to
Brandon, throw the link up again.
I'm gonna throw it up there. Hold on.
So he buys this well-to-do actor who's a drug addict, buys his alcoholic uncle a brand new $200,000 trailer.
Why are you making us live through the episode?
Yeah, this is pretty.
Because I had to. I'll be done now. I just had to get it out. See how mad it makes me? See how mad it makes me?
This is therapy. This is therapy.
Yeah. So, what's a show? Okay, Brandon, what about you?
Oh, mine's a combo because we had to watch them back to back every week. They came on I think the WB. They came on right after each other. It was Everwood, which was Chris Pratt's.
That's my nickname. That's weird. They named a show after me.
There was a show, Everwood. I just remember that Chris Pratt was like, it was like one of his first gigs, and he was in it. I didn't know who he was then, but later there's a show called Everwood, and it was followed by One Tree Hill.
Oh, One Tree Hill is definitely in that same camp.
And
I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
It was so fucking miserable. And I was in love with the girl. What was I gonna do? But like, I sat through that show and I was like, I want to blow my brains out every week. It was horrible. It was a fucking nightmare.
Can I tell you?
I wish
another show that I had
I wish
huge.
Jennifer would come on so she can help us with this.
Get a female perspective on these shitty shows that we do.
Well,
maybe there's a show Jennifer had to watch with a guy that she didn't like. She give us the other thing. Oh, Jared, yeah,
and Saunders, you got to come on. Come on, guys. The link's right there.
It's in there. I got to put it back on the YouTube stream too.
You know, another show I hated, but it wasn't because it was just that everybody loved it and I never got into it. And like everyone would talk about it when I was in like high school and stuff, was Dawson's Creek. And this is why yeah, but here's the opening scene.
I didn't have a girlfriend.
It's him and his girl, like his best friend, that's the girl. And they're like in his room and they're talking. And I'm like, you're playing a freshman and you look like a 47-year-old rapist. And I could never buy into his character because he looked so old. And I was like, it's
James Vanderbeek is his name. It was James Vanderbeek and the chick that was married to Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I was like Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes. Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, Katie Holmes looked like a high schooler because she pretty much was during the filming of that show. But he looked like a 47-year-old that owned a yacht. And I never appreciated his character because I was like, I don't buy it. You're not in drama.
The creek was named after him. It was Dawson's Creek, so he had to have some sort of wealth or something.
I know. I could, from the very first episode, I was like, I'm out. I'm not believing this.
That is wild. Well, I never get to give my fresh shit, and we're at 53 minutes. But we've had special guests. We have had special guests, so it's
John Haim. Get on the show.
John Haim. We look up in the comments, click the StreamYard link, get in the show. But I'll just quickly say that I finished watching an HBO series. It was a season finale, since we're talking about TV shows, and it was called Lovecraft Country.
Oh, I finished it last night.
Dude, that season finale was fucking wild.
Amazing. Probably one of the best season finales I can to date that I can remember.
I'm in a conversation with somebody, a very special guest to come on. Anyway.
Okay.
Brandon.
Okay. Terrible is what is happening? Juan, is this about Lovecraft Country? Oh, Juan. You're killing me, my friend. I loved it.
Yeah.
And the season finale had one of the best and most satisfying endings. And what's funny is that, like, me and my wife, we watch a lot of shows. We talk about, like, before going into it, we'll always say, like, what do you hope happens? You know, blah, 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 blah. Both things that we said we hoped happened in that. I can understand. You know what? Juan says that he hated the show. He wanted to love it. It is weird as fuck. And it had some...
And it's hard to follow. It is hard to follow.
Yeah,
They
jumped through genres. They jumped through timelines. It was wild, but I was along for it. I liked it.
So here's the thing about that show. I actually, when I saw the end of the season finale last night, I was like, I don't want there to be any more.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just
it was like make it a mini series, and it was completed because now it feels like it'll jump shark season 2 because it like almost jumped the shark like 30 times in the first season, but still held you on. I feel like they should be done with it.
Well, we have a special guest. I'm going to add him right now. There he is.
Oh, he's not.
Another guy in a car. It seems to be the trend that our friends are generally in cars.
What's up, Jared? How you doing, man?
What up,
gentlemen?
dude?
Gentlemen of the 4 shots, now 5 shots crew. What's going on, guys?
Let's do a shot for Jared because we love him.
Yeah, because he has like 22 states that he has to cover. So there's
Yeah.
rarely a time that he's not in a car.
This is good. We're averaging about a shot every 10 minutes. That's the legal thing, right? You know, they say 1 drink every 10 minutes, and that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Jared.
Oh, shit.
Shot number 6.
Oh,
Here's to you, Jared.
That's for you.
You have Chipotle cup. We have actual alcohol. So for the people listening that don't know, and we want to have Jared on as a guest, and he will be on in our season 2 show as soon as we can nail him down. But Jared is the Midwest sales manager for McAuliffe Cigars.
you don't want me on. You guys actually have good guests. I'd be a total letdown if you put me on.
No, but I mean,
Jared, Zach
also
comes
like-
on every week.
Oh, well, I'm better than Zach. I'm better than Zach. All right, that I got.
Listen, we have to have some stinkers on. We have to have some people that are, you know, it elevates the rest of the crew.
You guys could do an all rep episode.
Ooh, an all rep. We could do an all rep couple.
Can we steal that? I like that. A rep episode.
A episode.
But you guys have to. We have to have you guys rank your favorite fast food stops, best truck stops, best places to park your car when you need to, you know, take an extra nap.
And then we get all of them to have to vote who makes the worst cigar.
Do it, Sneaker. We have to do it anonymous. We'll have to do an anonymous.
Oh man,
Jeremy doesn't want to do it anonymous. Jeremy wants us to come out on the record and say, who do we never want to work for ever again?
Right.
The list is long but distinguished.
I'm pretty sure I could guess what company would get the #1 spot on that.
Well, we'll
Hey,
let
Tommy.
everyone think about it.
Tommy, we did a shot for you. I don't know if you were here earlier when we did it, but
I think he was.
well, I can't see who's on and who's not.
No. Oh, I
So
forgot.
Jared, what's up, dude? What's going on,
man.
Where are you at? Where are you?
I'm in St. Louis. I just saw your one of your friends.
We were just Tommy's been on the thing. He's quarantined with COVID. Were you were with my man James?
I saw James yesterday. Gotta
We
hang
need
out with-
James on the show. Tommy, talk to Jimmy. We need Tom. We need somebody on the show.
You need
Who's
James
that,
on the
what's that
show.
guy's name? I don't know.
One of those guys. You need one of them on the show. I will say this though. I listened and I feel bad that I didn't come on with like how I met my daddy's story.
Oh, met your pop. How you met your pop?
I really like the Maury Povich reference of the 2 kids, 2 different hair colors, clearly 2 different fathers. That was.
It's
a good one.
because it'll happen.
Is that possible? Can that happen?
Yes, it can actually happen. That oddly enough, there have been like within an X amount of period when you're ovulating, right? You could have sex with one partner and with another, and they both get into the same egg. So yes, you can have twins that are actually from 2 different fathers.
Jeremy, are you a doctor secretly?
I feel like Jeremy knew enough about that. Like it might have come across some point in his life where he was like, "Wait a second."
I think you're onto something.
I have a couple kids. Don't judge. Like things happen, and you're like,
Well,
are you my kid?
We're gonna get to the bottom of this real quick. All right, here we go. So, can a set of twins have completely different fathers? These are the important things we are addressing on the 4 Shots season finale, episode 16. I've got some. My scrolling things. It says, "Is it possible for twins to have different fathers in a phenomenon called heteropaternal superfecundation?"
You're welcome.
Can't read. Which occurs when 2 of a woman's eggs are fertilized by sperm from 2 different men. Ordinarily, a woman becomes pregnant because of one of her eggs has been fertilized by sperm. Well, that's news to me. Identical twins occur that if that fertilized egg divides into 2 separate eggs. Blah, blah, blah. Fraternal twins, we know of this. In this case, the woman released multiple eggs within a week of one another. Within that narrow time frame, 2 eggs appear to have been fertilized by 2 different men. The product, fraternal twins with different fathers. It is possible. It's real.
I mean, Maury Povich exists for this at this point. Like up until 2010, he actually covered real issues, and then it all turned into "Who's Your Daddy," and that's like all it is. So, Will, you just need to send a link to like your friend and be like, just go on Maury. He'll take care of you, boo. And if they don't find him the first time, they'll find him the second time. And if they don't find him the second time, they'll find him the 5th time.
We got 30 seconds on Jared.
Just say McAuliffe cigars for 30 seconds. McAuliffe cigars.
McAuliffe.
I don't know how you guys do the shots every week because I'm struggling.
Brandon's getting fucked up.
All right, boys.
Jared, when are you coming?
Love you, man.
Love you. When are you coming to town?
Couple weeks.
I'll send you my address. You stay at the Bellado Grotto.
At Baby Bellato's.
At the Baby Bellado Grotto. Oh, we have another special guest.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, my lights just turned on.
Oh, I was just everybody coming on in the dark. Is that the theme?
This is nice.
Hang on. I'm in the garage. That's why.
You know what we should do?
Oh, there he is.
That's another good idea.
Oh, shit.
We should have a show where our guests come on without a name in the dark, and we talk to them and try to guess who they are. I think that's a good idea.
I am.
Yeah, Brandon, you have.
So I
ahead,
wanted
Joe.
to tell you guys congratulations on your first season of the show. I think that's fantastic. Awesome stuff. Really enjoying it, and can't wait for season 2 to come around.
You won't have to wait long. Yeah.
No, and honestly, yeah, because we're like, what else are we gonna do? So we're gonna we're gonna go right into season 2. But we seriously have in the intermission a fantastically special episode for you guys. That
you want to tell them now?
No, let's
let Joe have his time. He's got 4 minutes. Joe, this is your time. What do you want to say?
Let's do a shot with Joe. I'm already poured and ready.
I know. I was ready to go.
Aren't we all?
Cheers.
Cheers to to friends.
There you go.
There you go.
Shot number 1.
That's actually number 7.
Yeah, I mean, by now that we're going to get to that point, right, Brandon? I mean, we're going to have to work on some.
Well, I'm disappointed. So I'm disappointed because nobody sent me any videos of themselves doing something ridiculous to make the bumpers for 7 and 8. I put it out there last week. Nobody sent anything. So I'm gonna have to make them myself. It's gonna have to be more. It's gonna have to be Jeremy riding around on the bike for number 7. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Joe, how good is this that Brandon's drunk? Isn't this fun?
I'm very impressed. I gotta say, I'm really impressed.
I don't normally do it because somebody has to keep the ship going, but this is the season finale, so
So Joe, what's going on? What's going on in Denver, man? I saw some crazy pictures.
So okay, so here's the deal. For those that don't live here in the Denver area and you see all this news about the fires and all this stuff going on. So basically about 5 years ago, we have this beetle come in, this pine beetle, and it's basically been killing all of the trees for the last 5 years. So, we went up to the Rocky Mountain National Park a couple weeks ago. Probably 80% of the trees are dead. Okay,
Wow.
so one little spark and the whole thing is it's a tinderbox. We almost got evacuated. The fires came within 4 miles of the house, and it's pretty crazy, but it is what it is, and it's good in the sense that it's getting rid of all that dead wood and getting rid of those beetles, but it's scary stuff. It
Yeah,
definitely
man.
is.
I mean, those pictures on Facebook that you shared are just insane. And Jeremy's been dealing with fires too, and luckily it's been raining in Ohio for 72 months, so we're pretty good.
Well, California we have our landslides, because everyone builds their house on the cliff in Malibu because they have a lot of money and then it falls off, and I laugh. And then, and then we have our fires. It's like this rotation, such as California.
Yeah, you got earthquakes and all that fun stuff.
Joe, I'm so glad you made it, man. I know you were hanging out.
Yeah.
Zach's in town now, and we got some cool stuff coming for you actually to blow a surprise.
Nice.
So I just wanted to let you know. So
we got one minute on Joe.
So Joe, anything about the show? Give us
keep it up, man. I don't know how in the hell you guys drink so many shots. I swear I don't understand how it's possible that you guys can still have these great conversations after a dozen shots.
Because Tony and I are used to conversing drunk. That's pretty true, actually.
We've solved a lot of problems drunk. We haven't remembered what the problems were in the morning or the solutions, but we solved them.
We solved them and then forgot them.
There you go. Well, so again, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. The guests are amazing. Keep going with that. And, like I said, I love the camaraderie within the group, the folks that are talking, everybody who's participating in the chat. Really amazing stuff. And, again, it's building this community that I'm really glad to be a part of.
I would like to do, before you go, Joe, you've inspired me, and I think we should talk about it, Brandon and Jeremy. I would like to do something like this a little bit more often, where we get our guys on a little bit more to kind of talk and
do a just a free for all episode, not just on season finales.
Yeah, like a homie roulette, I guess we can call it.
I don't know, but I kind of like this. This is kind of special. This is kind of like a fun.
It's choking me up a little bit. I moved in my house. Joe's on. I don't know. It just it's getting me in the feels. The only ones that I have.
Here, let me give you. Come here, baby Bellotto. I'm taking you all in. There we go.
Oh,
there he goes. Bye, Joe. We love you.
Joe, you are one of the good ones, man. One of the good ones. Oh, Zach, Zach is in control of the chat right now, and he's saying some things. I don't know.
But he misspelled the word party.
Well, so we're
already.
Ironically,
at this party.
Enough, for somehow Zach is. I'm sitting in the room with no liquor, and Zach is sitting in the room with all the liquor. So I set up a little bar with a little fireplace, very romantic over here in the little sunroom. It's a cigar room. I'm in this sterile office where I get business done for the past 7 hours. This is what I have to deal with.
I want everybody to know I was at Tony's new house last night. I live in a house that is less than 1,000 square feet. His house is almost 5,000 square feet. I have a family of 4. Tony has a family of 1, plus Zach. And
plus Zach and Jeremy and Saunders. I'm sure Alex Hardy will be here.
Where is Jax tonight?
She showed up last night.
Yeah.
It was good to see Jacqueline.
I have a family of degenerate adults.
Yes.
Need a place to stay.
We're on the Christmas Vacation, with Chevy Chase. We're the uncle stuff that come into town and then like want to sled down the hill on trash can lids that are greased.
Tony, the funniest thing is the whole way home when I was on the phone with Jeremy, like right before he called when I was taking my daughters home, all they could talk about is they were fantasizing about if the house was our house. That's the whole fucking trip home. They were like, well, if we lived there, then the downstairs rooms would be our bedrooms and we would have those 2 rooms and mommy and daddy would be upstairs in the upstairs room. And I was like, you guys are killing me. I was like, we because I am like of a philosophy. I live in a $40,000, 1,000 square foot house. I don't ever want to buy a bigger house.
You live in a 40,000 square foot house? That's
no $40,000, $40,000 1,000-foot square house.
Okay.
And I don't ever want anything bigger. I want to live in the humble house and I want to spend my money traveling and doing other shit. I don't want to have a big.
It's a good philosophy. It is.
That's just me. But yeah. I was trying to tell the kids, like, listen, you guys are on your way out. Raina's already 13. You got 5 years. You know, you're going to be like Jeremy's kid. You're out the door. You're going to be doing your thing. So.
But I bought this house because there's a lot of room for activities. It's not a house for children.
No, it's not. Although they were
house.
having a blast. They were saying Drunkle Tony, great house to hang out in.
Yes, and they're more than welcome anytime. I can't promise you're going to have to like remove sharp objects, but which I've already done for Zach. So we're good.
Tony, we got to do it on season 2, our first episode where we do like MTV Cribs. And like you like walk us through like, yo, this is my,
oh God,
please
shut up.
Can we do that?
Christ.
Oh my God.
I promise you're going to have to like,
well, turn down your. Oh, we were hearing ourselves.
Oh, hey,
I'm scared. Hey, whoa, hey, Jen.
She did put on some clothes.
Good.
I did. You know, there's velvet ropes there. I know I talk a big game, but not everybody gets in.
And you put on a bandana for us. Thank you for appropriately socially distancing.
That's very cool.
You know what? I just realized something. First of all, we have to do a shot.
Yes.
Hold on. And yeah.
Do you see how red Brandon?
I'm
Do you
so
see how
red.
red Brandon is?
So
he's
red.
Like, he's like, what the fuck is this shot thing?
I have not been doing it. I could do it. I could do it artificially.
Is that clown shoes, Jen?
Yeah.
Which one?
This one's the Gordo. So it's an Imperial Pumpkin Stout that was rested in Whistle Pig rye barrels.
Whoa. Fancy. So can we play a bumper and do a shot?
Let's do a shot.
Shot number 2.
Oh! What a costume change.
Oh, that was slick as fuck. And it was your bumper. It was your bumper in the pool.
Do you know how fast I was like sitting there? I'm like, okay, how am I going to pull this off super quick while he does his shot and get these headphones back on and have my shot ready? And I did it.
I am so appreciative. I'm going to drink twice to you, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, do it.
I don't know if I've ever done 8 shots. Ever.
Well,
fuck.
You might throw up tonight, like my first night.
I mean, I might have I chose something like pretty safe though. I'm just drinking gin because
you're hammering down. I tried that on one episode. Of
I'm not hating it. Listen, I'm not hating it. And Jennifer, just so you know, I haven't started your 5-minute timer yet because we've been talking over you. But this is just new Amsterdam Stratosphere gin. It's like literally $10 a bottle. It's cheap as fuck, but it's not too bad. I'm all right with it. And I got
it.
It gets you where you want to be.
And you know, the thing is it's the only liquor in my house. It's actually the only alcohol in my house because it's payday week. My payday is Friday and everything is out. This is what happens.
You know, now I'm your neighbor. I'm Mr. Rogers. You could have came up here and
I made
plenty of alcohol.
For dinner tonight. I made tortilla soup, and I almost thought I was like, maybe I should text Tony and be like, "Can I trade you some tortilla soup for some liquor?"
If you want to bring me dinner, I will always trade you either liquor or cigars. I promise you, because I am always struggling for something to eat.
I'm gonna have to bring it up to you and Zach. Zach would have liked tortilla soup.
Brandon, I think that like, you know, you're doing all this for us anyways. Just go to Havana House, take a couple bottles off the shelf. It's on me, bro. Go ahead.
He already stole like 5 boxes of cigars off of me.
That's not even fucking true.
He
That's
walked
not
in
even-
and he was like, Tony said
Listen.
I get cigars. So give me a bunch of boxes. And
Before Jennifer says her piece, they thought I was doing that yesterday, Jeremy. So I called Havana House. Just wait. Well, before I had even left work yesterday to come help Tony move in, he called me and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Before you come over, he's like, before you come over the house, he's like, can you go by Havana House and pick up some stuff?" Now, mind you, the store is not between me and Tony's house now. I'm 7 minutes from his house, but I'm like, yeah, I told him I would do whatever I can. What does he need me to do? So he says, can you go to Havana House, pick up a bottle of rye, a bottle of Tito's, a bottle of Viva La Vida, and get some 4 packs of Modern Methods beer? And I'm like, cool, no problem. I will go and do that. So I call Havana House because I want them to have it ready because I have my kids with me and I didn't want to go into the smoke shop with my kids. So I call the shop and I'm like, hey, this is Brandon. And I don't ever want to seem like an asshole. It's like, hey, I'm friends with Tony. You know, get my shit ready. You know, have my things. Get them and put them.
You got to add an Italian accent to that.
Button, they would never know you're friends.
I'm fucking drunk, so this is, all the accents are coming out. But so I call in and I'm like, and I feel embarrassed, and I'm like, hey, it's Brandon. I'm like, I'm going to Tony's new house, and he wants me to get this stuff, and I don't even know who it was on the end of the phone. I didn't recognize them.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of new people, and I don't know all their names. There's been some COVID turnover, and I don't know all their names. So I was like, I need this, and this. And somebody in the background is like, that's one fucking hell of a shopping list there. And I'm like, I'm just telling you. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, put it on a tab for Tony. He's like, Tony's going to take care of this. He's like, somebody else on the phone is like, Tony was just on the phone with Dominic. He's over here. Why didn't he tell Dominic? They're like questioning me like I'm trying to fucking steal shit from the store.
Those are my guys. That's what my guys do.
That's because Tony didn't tell them that like you were going to come.
Exactly.
I know. So that was yesterday. I thought I was trying to steal shit. I thought I was trying to steal shit from the store. That's yesterday.
Yeah. Now I got to throw props out to the guys for not letting you get one over on them.
No, you told me to do it.
Exactly.
All right, Jennifer.
Where I'm at here.
Jeremy, Jennifer, I'm putting your 5-minute timer on now because I hadn't started yet. You are.
Oh, jeez.
Because we were talking over her. We didn't even let her talk. We didn't even let her say anything.
Well, I was going to put my shirt on, but I'll have to
enjoying
take it off.
the view, so you could have started it. I'm good.
No, you're on 5 minutes right now. I started.
Yeah, get the
Oh.
There it is.
Listen, I just want you guys to know we have not dropped below double digits viewership all night. We have been above double digits all night long.
So I want to know if there's a 4 shots methadone for next week for the rest of us addicts. What are you doing for us?
I have an answer for that. I have an answer.
That meme where do you have any more of that 4 shots?
Well, listen, I'm going to mute Tony and Jeremy. I muted them because I have not told them yet. The methadone, Jennifer, is that we are going to record an audio only mini episode that will only be available to people who subscribe to the podcast. So if you want the methadone on the week that we are off, we're going to be recording just maybe like a 45-minute mini episode that will go on the podcast stream only, Spotify, iTunes. It won't be on the Facebook or the YouTube.
Or are we going to hear a little of that on there, or is it all going to be talking?
We'll have to wait and see. I'll just check it out.
Okay.
Well, there is the Blotto Grotto, so we'll see.
Oh, we're not silenced anymore. I can make noises. I was like sitting here like.
Yeah. Oh, I'm liking the face.
Oh.
Tony, what's your face look like?
What's my O face look like? Let me think.
Or getting it done.
No, I have like resting dick face, right? So it's like the opposite of resting bitch face. So my face doesn't change.
It goes like this.
Just totally stoned.
Yeah, it's like I'm like.
He looks surprised.
He looks stoned.
It doesn't.
Or
change.
no. It's like he's got the look like he's cruising with the top down, like down PCH, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't change through orgasm. It just stays the same because it's like cool.
Botox life.
I would like if you just raised an eyebrow.
This is my child. Go away for 5
Whoa!
minutes.
What's up, dude?
he's got his shirt off too.
Yeah,
Rock it.
like
Listen, I encourage this everywhere. Okay?
like mother, like son.
I like how he's going like this. He's like, boom.
This is
Yes!
This is
Like,
the best season finale we could have ever asked for.
I am Thor. Boom.
Jeremy, you're actually Fat Thor.
I know.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
We need to have your son on as a guest.
Dude,
He just started smoking cigars.
We need to have him on.
hooray! We're
What's he like
celebrating
about
it.
Mhm.
I mean,
That was good. I did. I loved that stare. Like it was like the Care Bear stare on crack.
He just looks upset. He walked in. He's like, "Fuck, Mom's on the podcast again. God damn it."
Hey, I know when Tuesdays are off limits. When they come in here, it's on them.
I'm surprised that he came in without knocking. If I don't know that I would walk into my parents' room without knocking. That's a dangerous thing to do.
This is my office, not my actual room.
Oh, that makes sense.
I know
this is my office now.
Here, but I promise it's my actual office.
Mm. Listen,
so Jen,
we got 1 minute. Yeah,
do you
got
have
1
anything
minute left.
for us? Comments, improvements. What do you want to see in 2 weeks from us? Anything?
I'm a big fan. I mean, you guys obviously know. I think what you're doing is phenomenal. You get down to the meat and potatoes of who we are as an industry. It's not biased. It's very genuine, and you guys are who you are. This is honestly one of the greatest podcast, videocast, whatever you want to call it. That I'm obsessed. You guys have created an addict.
Woo!
Thank you very much, man.
Hell yeah! Hell
I'm giving
yeah.
you a virtual hug.
More,
Come here, baby girl. I'm
more
giving
in
it
the
to you.
feels.
That's really kind of you. Like that makes my heart feel good. Mom is on a Tinder date.
She's on a virtual Tinder. Oh fuck!
Oh, that's
3,
amazing.
2, 1, and
Oh, bye, Jen.
Bye,
We'll
Jen.
get you
Hold
in the
on.
after. We got to get you in the after show.
Oh my god! I'm
Time
a
for
fucking
Jeremy to
mess.
put his shirt on.
I'm
It's 9:12. We're 12 minutes over our deadline.
I know I'm a fucking mess right now, guys. I'm a mess.
Your job is so easy. All you do is drink cigars and smoke drinks all day.
Drink cigars and smoke drinks.
It's so easy. And now
I wonder what the percentage of people, like, as they listen to each episode from us, like, where they see it fall apart. Like, I bet you there's an average of, like, what minute it starts going.
Starts to really fall apart.
We were talking about having Ike on the show, and I don't know if he still listens to it or not, but
was he listening? Was he listening?
No, but he texts me, and Ike is I think, vice president of sales for Drew Estate. He texted me and was like, he's like, "Oh, what's up with the show? It's awesome." He's like, "I really like it when you," referring to me, like, I guess my face changes or something when I get fucked up.
Yeah, it
like,
does.
I like when that happens because then something crazy happens with the show. So we have to get him.
It just shows like it's like a roller coaster that's going up all slow. Then it hits the peak, and then it just goes.
Yeah.
And it's like that moment where like your face, and like we've done this before, but you start sliding down, or I start slurring and getting like all deep. Like
you get real deep. You get real deep.
Let's pull Zach on for our final couple.
We will. I just want to show this. So the only time I ever
Play
what
this.
happened to Jeremy? Jeremy, where'd you go? You
There he is. He's there.
For a second. I only met Ike this one time when he worked for Nat Sherman. We put this video on Havana House back on June 24th, 2013. This is a long time ago. But I thought Ike was a pretty cool dude, and I hope we can get him on the show. That would
Dude,
be
he's an
pretty cool.
amazing dude, and we'll have him on next season.
How long is the
for sure.
video?
That video?
Yeah.
Well, you want to show the video?
I don't know. Maybe
It's 7 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I don't know.
it's
You know what?
outdated.
I think this is when it's going like this because the ideas are
Right. I
just
mean,
like
but that's kind of like daily life, right? Like you start your day off and you're like super depressed, and then
you start off and you're so
and then you kind of like work your way up to being happy, and then all of a sudden, like it comes crashing back down again, right?
Jeremy,
is that right?
Jeremy Stark. I don't know who Jeremy Stark is.
Oh, he's
You
out
don't
of
know Jeremy Stark? He's homie. He's like a,
I don't listen.
same
I
with
don't
John
know.
Heim if he's still here.
I don't know who he is outside of this chat room, but he is on top of Tony slurring. He's always on top of like when Tony's slurring the words, and I enjoy that a little bit. Jennifer's saying one more shot, and let's bring Zach on and let's do a shot.
Let's do it.
I have a question.
I don't slur.
I have a question for Zach.
Very enunciated.
Question, cool, but can we take a shot first?
Yeah, we're gonna take a shot.
Hey Zach, thanks for being a part of this season with us.
Yeah, man.
And
You guys for having me.
Sometimes.
Sometimes when my mic works.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't, it's even funnier.
That's a fair point. You guys don't want to hear what I have to say with.
No,
I'm boring.
No.
Oh shit! Wait! I gotta pour mine.
I'll cheers him. Zach, thank you for coming here and helping me move in a public forum. I want to thank you in a public forum.
In a public space.
Zach flew in, helped me move in, carried a bunch of heavy shit. We both got fucked up. I rolled my ankle. We said some like 500-pound thing on Zach's foot. But oh yeah, it's a whole thing.
I missed it. Was that before I came?
No,
So
it was
it's
after.
Tuesday-
That's why we were so.
So
that's why
Zach,
we
it's
were
a
so
Tuesday
miserable.
night with Tony, is what you're saying. This was
Correct. 100%.
Well, we
It's a
love you,
friend-
brother. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, thank you, Tony.
For Zach.
See you guys.
Shot number 3.
/8 or 9.
It's number
Or
9.
whatever.
Oh my god.
I feel like with Brandon here, we should probably go for 10.
I'm okay.
You know what? I think would be a great idea.
Watch the whole show.
What about if when we get to
Oh. Suzanne? Now wait, I'm gonna call Suzanne out on her shit. We missed you. We went out on the town in Warren. You were supposed to be with us. It was a good night. You should have came out because I paid for everything, and it'd have been a free night for.
Yeah, you did. That was insane. Like you were like, so Zach, Jeremy, and the other 12. We went out.
double digits, man? Make it sound higher.
Listen, we've had double digits all night. We've never dipped. Never dipped.
So
That's
yeah,
why I
went
think
out
we
with
should do
Dante.
10 shots.
I'm fucking out of water, bro. I'm struggling.
How many episodes have we done?
This is 16. 4 months.
16.
4
I
months.
think we should do 16 shots. Okay.
Oh, fucking good God.
So
That's
Come
right,
in.
Suzanne. That's right, Suzanne. I paid for everything. You could come out. You could have come out for free that night. You could have come out for free.
I mean, she would have come out for free anyways because it was either you or I. Or
Boy, oh, this is true. This is true. We're
But-
gonna.
Brandon, to throw props to you for our season finale, and then I'm on to Jeremy.
We loved on Zach and we're loving on me.
So we went out with Brandon the other night, and Brandon took me out, bought me food, beer, wine, bourbon, and cigars.
No, you brought the cigars. Remember, you pulled them out of your pocket.
Well, I always have cigars in my pocket.
The cigars in your pocket. You're just happy
What
to
up?
see me.
It's a little
It's
hat
fun.
and a rabbit.
Little
Here's a
surprise.
broken Eastern Standard for you. Here's a Siempre that's been.
Hold on.
No, it
Like,
the joy of it.
Ooh. It's magic. It's
The
really
joy
magic.
of it is that I have been out with Tony in Youngstown, in Warren, so many times, and he's always comping the bill. He's always like sneaking the bill, grabbing the bill, whatever. But
You were
this
so
one,
sneaky.
this
You were
one
so
time,
sneaky.
this one time, Tony wasn't paying attention, and I got the waitress
Oh,
he had,
so mad at you.
because he
I'm
had
so mad.
because he had to take a piss. And this one time, I was like, "Hey," and I gave her my debit card, and I was like, "I fucking won this one. I fucking won it." And for people who aren't like friends with Tony, don't go out. Like, it doesn't mean shit. Like, maybe you pay for your friends, you go out, but like, I've never got it over on him in all the years, like a decade of friendship. For one time,
100%. You always underestimate his sneakiness.
Yeah.
You underestimate.
Zach, I want to ask Zach a question though before we close out for tonight.
I thought we were loving on each other.
We are.
I thought it was Jeremy's turn to get some love. Don't interrupt that.
Tony's gonna
but I love on Jeremy, but you
love on Jeremy. But I want to ask Zach a question. But
Okay, so
love on Jeremy.
But I want to love on Brandon.
All right, so
I want to love on you. This is getting real weird.
I want to love on
Whoa,
you.
it's getting real weird, guys. It's getting real weird.
The real answer, guys. The real answer here is that if you want me to answer the question, you're going to have to take a 10 shot.
Done.
All right.
Done and done. Forget the
love. We're not loving.
No,
we're
no.
loving.
Forget the shot
Oh, we're
glass. Let's
loving.
go from the bottle.
We're loving.
Jesus Christ.
No bumper needed.
No bumper?
Nah, fuck it.
No, fuck
Cheers,
The double
guys.
digits, boys.
All right.
Double
Love
digits.
you all. Thank you very much. Oh,
So good.
I might
Hit
throw
your
up
lips.
on the show.
I think you should.
That would be a first. That would outdo Juan Cancel. You know, he took a lot of firsts, but not that one.
I think Zach is the Sith Lord. I think. Let me look through these comments. Zach is a Sith Lord for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Force is with Zach. Okay. So, who wants to give some love or whatever? What are we doing?
Well, hey, if we're doing this, I want to give Brandon some love.
All right, buddy.
Oh.
I just want to say thanks for doing this, man. Like we had a conversation a couple months. It feels like yesterday, but
I know,
we're 15 weeks in. Like Brandon and I were talking about this. Like, dude, we've already done like a third of a year.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? Like, and like we didn't know what this was going to be. We knew it would be a slow build, but we were hoping that people would respond and just find a different angle, like, you know, with us, a little niche that like, we're not trying to be like the cigar wrapper leaf binder guys.
Yeah.
We're not trying to like teach you about tobacco. We're trying to like show you community and humanity and friendship. That's what matters. And like all of the people that have come on have been a part of that, whether they're in our industry, in another industry. Like, we'll promote another brand. We're here for like, it's about friendships. And this wouldn't be possible without Brandon. So thank you, my man.
You guys,
100%.
You guys,
I 100%.
I'll drink to
agree.
that.
Like,
it doesn't happen without Brandon. And
It
so
doesn't.
like, thank you. And like,
guys,
guys, don't, Brandon, shut up.
Fuck. I'm drunk.
So just to let you guys all know, like Jeremy, Zach, and I show up every Tuesday to get drunk and talk with you guys, but Brandon like spends the week like making the bumpers and making the intros and making the cool stuff and like writing out
Researching the guests.
he researches anybody that we're going to have on, and he makes sure all the things that we have are relevant, and he gives us kind of an outline of what we have to do, and he sends it to us every week.
We don't always follow it, but it's there.
We don't, but he does it for free. Well,
nah, I mean,
cigar.
I got the boxes over here.
Yeah, but I mean, so at the end of the day, you know, maybe to close out the season, we should all take another shot because Brandon needs to take another shot.
Yeah,
we should take
This
a
is
shot.
11. This is 11, guys.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
We should take a shot for Brandon and the guys that listen to us and the guys that watch us and
hey, may I add something on top of that?
Yes.
Like normally over the past few weeks, we've been encouraging you to share it like while we're on and stuff. And we're trying to grow I don't want to say fan base because that sounds so like dirty.
Weird.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we want fans.
But like we want more people to join in. We want them to understand that like cigars, the reason we're here is because we smoke cigars, and there's a sense of community that happens when you smoke a cigar. And like I like this is friendships that have all been in this room right here, Tony, Brandon, Zach, and I, over cigars. We might work together, but like cigars brought us together. You know, Zach came from a chef realm, you know, Tony from a retail end, mine from my end, Brandon from his end. And like we all have different experiences. But like as our guest showed tonight, like Will that came on and Jen, like they all have different jobs. Joe. Like we come together to smoke cigars and have friendships and like, you know, and relationships. And that's really, if you broke it down, the show's about nothing, but it's about relationships. And that's what we're trying to express. And so thank you for watching us. Please share it with other people that might be of like mind that want to be a part of it. And, you know, next we're going to get better and better and better at what we do.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's it. Thank you guys for participating.
I just want to chime in one thing there too. You should share it with the people who might not be of like mind, because I think the coolest thing about a show like this is, like Jeremy said, no binder wrapper filler talk, no brand affiliation, none of that kind of stuff.
Like,
It's like everybody should come in here just to see like how much fun we have. Like, sure, I helped Tony move, but I knew when I was coming to Ohio this week that I was going to have a good time, regardless of what we were doing. I was going to have good food, good booze, good cigars, good people, like, and that's how the show, to me, anyways, over the last 4 months has been. Like,
well, that's the question.
It's a
that's the
special
question I
thing.
wanted to ask you, Zach. Is so I talked to you last night. I met you in person.
We met face to face for the first time.
Wait, Joe Sharp, why do you look like Rasputin?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to take over. I don't have a good Russian accent. I'm sorry.
What I really love about having the live chat is sometimes people think of better jokes than we do. It is fucking great.
100%.
100%.
I know.
100%.
So, but I wanted to ask you, Zach, because we were talking about Ohio and different shit yesterday. Is what is it? What do you think about Ohio? Like, what do you think about it being here? You know, it is. What do you feel about it when you're here with us?
So first and foremost, the Midwest has the best food in the country, and I'll say that.
Oh, hell yeah!
Right now, no question. I've been in quite a few places in the U.S., and nowhere I go can I get Italian food, pizza, fried chicken.
He hasn't been to California, obviously.
Oh, fuck
never been to California. Oh yeah, we're up there. It's fine. It's fine. There's great Mexican food in California. That might be the one thing that Ohio is Mexican.
We do.
Not
That's
like
the
that
one
level.
thing.
California
We have good
does.
Mexican.
Anything California, just get away.
Tony.
But
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I love coming to Ohio because it's a special place in terms of, especially for the cigar industry. I really do wish that like all the accounts I visit and stuff, I could really show like Tony shop and all the people that hang out there. It's every age group, it's every like walk of life, rich people, poor people, everything in between, every job and everything like that. And so it's kind of like, to me, Ohio has always been like a really great melting pot. And part of that is because of the specific places we go, obviously, like Havana House. And all that good stuff. So, like,
Hey,
for
man.
me, Ohio is great.
Bruce Springsteen wrote a song called Youngstown, so you're good in my book.
There you go.
So
if Bruce writes about the everyday man and he talks about Youngstown.
And the stories, I know everybody's heard a couple of them listening to the show, but the stories, just talk to Tony about Youngstown. You got to see what we
Zach has actually heard a couple stories today that are unique that have happened in like the last couple days.
It's true.
Well, hey guys, why don't we take a shot and close it out?
I like it.
Don't forget everybody. The link
we
that's
need
been posted all through the night. You can get on the after show and have a drink with us and a smoke. And
we're gonna
maybe
we're
you
gonna
don't want to
open up-
come on the show, but you want to chat.
We are going to open up the after show here in about 5 minutes. So if you're in the chat right now, listen, we have had we've had double digits all night. It's been fantastic. If you didn't want to come on the recorded show, but you want to come in the after show, it's going to be open here. So just keep, clicking in. You can follow the link and we can bring you in. It's non-recorded. And
have fun.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. But before that happens, I just want to let everybody know we are taking 1 week off of the live stream here. But if you are subscribed to the audio stream on iTunes or Spotify or Google Play or wherever you get your audio stream, we're going to have a very short mini episode that's just going to be Tony and Jeremy shooting the shit about something. And you want to check that out. That'll hold you over. But then 2 weeks from now, we're going to have an election night fucking spectacular.
Whoa.
Election night.
Listen.
And
it's going to get weird, though. It's going to get weird.
It won't be like your guys' normal election night, like newscast.
Not going to be
either.
Fox News
fun.
coverage, CNN, MSNBC, ABC. It's going to be 4 shots coverage.
It's going to be 4 shots with Tony and Jeremy style. So instead of watching the news, watch the fake news with us.
the slogan,
right?
The slogan for our 4 shots election night spectacular is smoke and drink with us and watch the world burn. That's what's going to happen. That's what we're going to do.
So join in with us. It's going to be an amazing night. And if you don't join us, Tony and I and Brandon will be getting drunk, wallowing in our sorrows as the world burns.
We will be
Final
covering
shot before we close out.
We will be covering the state by state reports. Whatever the fuck happens, we're going to be talking about it.
Are you going to
be
happen? That's because I don't know.
I am. I can share a screen. I'm going to have the stats up. I can do that. We're going to have it all sorted out.
Tony, Brandon and I already figured this out. We're golden. We're good.
All I have to do is get drunk?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. This is what we want everybody
listening
and
drink cigars.
Smoke drinks and drink cigars.
Yep.
Smoke drinks and drink cigars.
Here's the thing. Everybody listening who's subscribed to the podcast, who's on this thing, is that when we do the live election night spectacular, we're going to have our very own
Brandon, you have your pinky out, by the way. It's very amusing.
First of its kind. I'm going to pinky out. Fuck you. First of its kind. First of its kind. Live drinking game podcast election night.
Oh God,
drinking.
It's going to be amazing. Amazing.
Just wait. You don't even know what's going to happen. It's going to be.
We're not going to have guests in the traditional manner, but it is going to be so much fun. So you can watch the news or you can watch us and get the same result and have a way better time doing it. So join in.
Way better time.
And let's take a good night shot to that.
No, I'm back. Here we go.
Jeremy, you put a dent in that bottle tonight.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Okay, I might as well put my pinky out. Let's all put our pinkies out.
Pinkies out for me.
Dude, our
pinkies out, boys.
Hashtag pinkies out.
Pinkies out.
Shot number 5.
Or 10.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Let's bring
Probably
this
11, but it's
on.
fine. Who's counting?
All right. Well, everybody, tune in. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the audio stream so you can get the mini episode that's going to be coming next week. But we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
After show was posted, guys and girls.
Yeah.
The link is posted for the after show. If you guys want to join also, we're going to do that for a little bit. We got a couple people in the waiting room.
Here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2. Goodbye to
Pinkies out.
season 1 of 4 shots. Who knows what's coming?
Goodbye.